The car had to go on their brakes really quickly, and then I went on my brakes really quick, or didn't go on my brakes quick enough. Good morning. I just finished my vest and mist, and hi.
Good morning.
So,
are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
Well, we were gonna go. We're still gonna go, but the struggle is so real. Where are all the yard sales?
We try all the websites, people,
Yeah.
but nobody posts on there.
Yeah! It's like a town over, there's plenty of yard sales. Like 30 minutes away or something. We're gonna see what we can find. The essentials. Cash monies.
Which, what even is that?
Good point. We always like to look for things like flower pots, tools, housewares, like lamps. I mean, we don't need any lamps, but what else do we like to look for? Oh, occasionally I'll buy a couple children's books for Wesley when he comes, or other kids that might come to our house. What is happening?
Wow, somebody's having a party. I bet it's graduation party. It's graduation party season.
Yes, it is.
We like honking for them.
Yes. When they say like, graduating senior, we'll do toot toot. I thought maybe that was the beginning of a yard sale. That white tent.
I see.
What else do we like to look for?
I usually like to peruse like electronic cords. Like you never know, like you might find an extra, like we found an extra MacBook charger at the thrift store the other day.
Yep. Books, I'm guessing like to look at the books?
Yeah, usually I can't think of ever getting a book at a yard sale, but
One time, probably 9.5 years ago at a yard sale in Massachusetts, you got, do you know what I'm gonna say?
No, but I can think of a few things we found in Massachusetts.
You got a bike shirt?
Oh yeah.
Whatever, what's it called? Like
okay, it was like a cycling shirt.
Yeah.
And because during that season I rode my bike to school, and it was like a trek, and so it's like one of those shirts that had like a pocket for like a water bottle, and
I think we still have that.
do we?
Yeah, and I kind of never know why we still have that.
I think I've like kept it in the box, like, oh, maybe I'll get into biking again, but I honestly don't think that's gonna happen.
So he used to bike to school like 30 minutes away.
But but
different things.
I would bike to the train station, and that was like 2 miles to the train station, take a train, and then I biked like a mile to school.
I don't think I comprehended. That was from Marblehead?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I had a bike rack on the back of the car that we had at the time. And after I was finished babysitting, I would come to the seminary and pick him up. We'd put the bike on the back.
Yep.
That's a really fun memory.
Yeah, those were crazy. That was a bit of a crazy time.
It was.
Because we only had one car. That was just a short season. We only had the one car.
Okay. I totaled the van, the minivan that I started driving in high school. I then had in the beginning of our marriage, and downtown Salem, Massachusetts, I was driving through, and they have a ton of crosswalks with no warning. So it's like kind of a busy, fast street unless there are people crossing. And a couple cars ahead of me, somebody crossed quickly, and so the car had to go on their brakes really quickly, and then I went on my brakes really quick, or didn't go on my brakes quick enough. Anyway, it totaled my van because it was a very old van, and so it took like $12 to total it, and it was totaled. It was a bummer. And I had built-in car seats in my middle row in the van, and I thought that was incredible because I had babysitting kids. I would drive around and that sort of thing. So, anyway, okay, what were the other yard sale finds you were gonna say?
Remember, I'm really sad we don't have this anymore. Remember we got that desk that was like from, like
yes.
It was from a like mail center or something.
Okay.
Or, wait, what was it?
Was that when we lived in Grafton?
No, it was on the North Shore. It was my desk when we lived at the seminary.
Oh, that's so sad. That was amazing.
Yeah, it was like this old desk. I forget what it was from.
It had like a metal plate on it that said like Postal Service or something. Is that what it was?
Yeah, something like that.
It was cool.
Yeah, it was from like an estate sale.
Do you remember the other desk you had? You went and...
We got it in Gloucester, right?
I wasn't there. This was before we were married.
Oh, that desk. Yes.
He went with a buddy and they went... This desk was built in this very old, like 1700s house or something. And the people couldn't get it out of the attic or something.
Oh, yeah. Okay, no, it was, yeah, it was this really old, like, presidential desk. And that's funny. I forgot about this. They had remodeled their basement. And it was basically... Oh, it was the basement, not the attic? Yeah, it was in the basement. Basically, it wouldn't go... They couldn't get it out of the house. So they let these two grad school guys come. Yeah, and I think we had to like basically disassemble part of it, and we took it up the basement like cellar doors. One of the memories I have of that desk is we lived in the bottom half of a house at that time for the first 6 months of our marriage, and that desk we tried to sell or like put it on the front lawn to get rid of it. It was so big and heavy, so we both like got it out the door, got it to the curb. Nobody took it, or like we were trying to sell it, I forget. Nobody came. We had to take it back inside and do it again the next day. Which we just put it in the garage. I feel like we had to do it 3 times. Yeah. Did somebody come and get it? Eventually. Yeah. I think we listed on Craigslist and somebody came. Oh man. We have so many good memories of Craigslist pickups. Man. Now it's Marketplace, but Craigslist finds, like, we love the people we get to meet on these Craigslist finds. Yeah, so like items that we have are associated with a person. Yes. So it'll be like, oh, that was the family who was moving back to Germany. Therefore, that's the, what do we call it? Like, oh, that candle's from the German family. And, or something, because we get there for one thing and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, also we're moving to Germany tomorrow, so take absolutely anything from our house that you want. And we were like, candles, cool, thanks. Was that little red cooler we got? Yeah. Was that from the Germany guy? Yep, little red cooler. Which, yeah, used to transport blood, I think. He was a pathologist. We watched really it. Weird. We watched it well. What else? I mean, you know, these are like from 10 years ago. Yeah, a lot of stuff we don't have anymore, but oh man, so many fun adventure. I think what it was early in our marriage, we didn't have much excess time, much excess money. We didn't have like excess energy. Right. Like Mary was sick. Yeah. So like we didn't have the capacity to do much outings or that sort of thing. So our outings were usually like finding thrifty finds and selling them or doing whatever. I bought so many broken MacBooks on Craigslist. Yep. And I fixed them up and sold them. He learned how to fix up a specific kind of MacBook. Like from what, 2007s to 2011s or something like that. Yeah, like so like this was in the season of like 2010. So like they weren't that old at that point. And like 2010 to 2013, it was those white MacBooks. Were they called unibody? Yep, unibody MacBooks. And it was the old white ones, had the Apple logo that lit up on the front, and they were so easy to fix because now computers are so like welded together and all the parts are like not as replaceable, but those were so modular I could just replace whatever was broken. And so I had like this stockpile of parts from broken MacBooks. I fix them up, sell them. That's how we got through seminary.
It was a good skill. I mean, you learned a lot in that time, and yeah. We have a lot of fun with these adventures. So we're 5 minutes away from one. We found a listing. We'll see. We'll see if there's actually a yard sale there. We are not having a lot of success in the
yard sale department,
but we did find a bagel shop.
Yes. And it reminded us, this is like throwback Saturday, bringing back all the memories. When we were in college, we would go to Einstein's Bagels and get bagel and cream cheese. There was one by the church we went to when we lived in Chicago. Sometimes I'd go there. I'm trying to think.
Well, you said that we found like a coupon that was like free bagel.
They would,
like a reoccurring coupon.
They would frequently have like a free bagel and cream cheese. And it was amazing.
We were like, yes, please.
Mm-hmm. They didn't toast us too much, did they?
Sure didn't.
Wow. That's awkward.
That's also happening.
After Dexcom, a little bit of sugar.
Okay, we still have not had success in the yard sale. We did find one, but it was like...
There was this big painting of a swan.
Stork?
Stork. I didn't look at the painting real fast, clearly. That was really nice, but they were asking $300, and maybe if it was like $75, we'd consider it. It was like really big.
So, since that was kind of a bust, we decided to go to Walmart, and we needed some essentials. Mayonnaise.
Okay, but we're like going to go look at yard sales, and Mary's like, oh, don't forget we need mayonnaise. And I'm like thinking, you want to get mayonnaise at a yard sale? I need tea for kombucha. And
glucose tabs. They only had one left.
And
Cholula.
Cholula.
And batteries. Mix it all together, and what do you get?
Hot glucose mayonnaise tabs.
We never did have success at any yard sales, but we did go a little bit shopping.
A little bit shopping.
So here's what we found. Hold on. My all-trace bottle just tipped over on the table.
Oh, Harry, wait till you see what we got you.
Okay, you want to give him his presents?
Okay. First, we got you a blanket.
Second,
we got you a blanket.
2 new blankets for Harry. I got an art sketchbook for a friend. And Peter got 2 new shirts and a pair of jeans.
Whoop, whoop.
So we had a very fun date day morning. And as always,
we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for coming on our date with us. You were the third wheel. Congratulations. Ollie, say good night, everybody. Good night.